Hello, fellow gardeners. Welcome back to Smart Garden, where we're always digging deeper to uncover the secrets that transform ordinary gardens into thriving ecosystems. Today, I'm absolutely thrilled to share something that's going to revolutionize the way you think about soil health. If you've been battling tired, depleted soil that just won't cooperate no matter how much compost or fertilizer you throw at it, this guide is about to change everything for you. Let's talk about something that's happening beneath our feet right now, something that most gardeners don't even realize is stealing their success. Garden soil depletion is a silent epidemic that's sabotaging your harvests, weakening your plants, and creating an endless cycle of disappointment. Year after year, our plants extract vital nutrients from the soil, and while we try to replace them with store-bought fertilizers and amendments, we're really just applying temporary band-aids to a much deeper wound. Traditional fertilizers provide an immediate nutrient boost, but they do nothing to address the fundamental breakdown of soil structure, the loss of beneficial microbial life, or the depletion of organic matter that makes soil truly alive and vibrant. The devastating truth is that synthetic fertilizers actually accelerate this decline over time, creating a dependency cycle where your soil becomes less capable of supporting plant life without constant chemical intervention. Your plants may grow, but they lack vigor. They're more susceptible to pests and diseases, and your yields never quite reach their potential. But what if I told you that the answer to this crisis has been right under our noses, overlooked by modern gardening for generations? What if a simple, humble crop could restore your soil's vitality without harsh chemicals or endless expense? Enter the magnificent fava bean, also known as the broad bean, a forgotten hero that's about to become your garden's best friend. While most people think of fava beans simply as a cool season food crop, experienced gardeners know they're actually soil alchemists, capable of performing miraculous transformations beneath the surface. The secret lies in their extraordinary biological partnership with rhizobia bacteria, which colonize specialized nodules along the fava bean's roots. These microscopic allies possess a remarkable ability that almost seems like magic. They capture nitrogen directly from the air, where it makes up 78% of our atmosphere but remains frustratingly unavailable to plants, and convert it into ammonia, a form that plants can readily absorb and use. This natural nitrogen fixation is pure gardening gold because nitrogen is the nutrient most responsible for lush, green growth and robust plant development. When you plant fava beans, you're essentially installing a nitrogen factory right in your garden bed, one that works tirelessly throughout the growing season to enrich your soil without costing you a single penny after the initial seed purchase. But the benefits extend far beyond nitrogen fixation. Fava beans develop these really impressive taproots that can penetrate, 18 inches or even deeper into the soil profile. They act like living pickaxes, shattering compacted layers, creating channels for air and water movement, and mining dormant nutrients from deep within the subsoil. This brings those nutrients up to where your shallow-rooted vegetables can finally access them. This deep root system fundamentally restructures your soil, improving its texture, drainage, and overall health in ways that, honestly, surface amendments just can't achieve. The beauty of incorporating fava beans into your garden really lies in their perfect timing and remarkable versatility. These cold-hardy legumes thrive in cool weather, making them ideal for planting in autumn or early winter in mild climates, so, roughly zone 7 and warmer, where they'll grow throughout the cooler months and be ready to incorporate into your soil just as spring planting season arrives. In colder regions, you can sow them in early spring as soon as the ground becomes workable, giving them a head start to fix nitrogen before your main crops go in. The process is refreshingly simple and works beautifully whether you're working with a sprawling homestead or a modest urban plot. Before planting, I strongly recommend treating your fava bean seeds with a rhizobium inoculant, an inexpensive powder available at most garden centers that introduces the beneficial bacteria necessary for optimal nitrogen fixation. So, simply moisten your seeds, dust them with the inoculant, and plant them about 2 inches deep and 6 inches apart in rows, or you can just broadcast them across your bed. They'll germinate pretty quickly in cool, moist conditions and establish rapidly. Their dense foliage creates this living blanket that shades out weeds and, protects your precious topsoil from erosion during the off-season. The real magic, honestly, happens with the chop and drop method. That's where you'll unlock all that accumulated nitrogen and organic matter. For maximum soil benefit, you'll want to cut your fava bean plants down when they begin flowering but before they start setting pods. This timing is crucial because the plants contain their highest concentration of nitrogen during the flowering stage. Using pruning shears or a sharp hoe, cut the plants off at ground level, leaving those nitrogen-rich root nodules buried in the soil where they'll decompose and release their treasure directly into the root zone. Chop the green plant material into smaller pieces and either spread it across the soil surface as a nitrogen-rich mulch or gently incorporate it into the top few inches of soil. Then comes the hardest part, which is waiting approximately 2 weeks while this green manure decomposes and releases its nutrients, transforming into the kind of rich, living soil that makes plants absolutely explode with growth. The transformation that occurs in fava-enriched soil is nothing short of extraordinary, and honestly, the proof reveals itself in the vibrant health and productivity of subsequent crops. Gardeners who've embraced this practice consistently report dramatic improvements in plant vigor, increased yields, better disease resistance, and soil that feels completely different to work with, darker, more crumbly, and just teeming with earthworms and beneficial microorganisms. Tomatoes develop stronger stems and heavier fruit sets, leafy greens grow with an intensity of color that really speaks to their nutritional density, and root vegetables penetrate easily through the improved soil structure. The environmental implications extend far beyond your garden fence. By adopting fava beans as a soil-building strategy, you're reducing or eliminating your dependence on synthetic nitrogen fertilizers, which require enormous amounts of fossil fuel energy to manufacture and contribute significantly to water pollution through runoff. You're building soil carbon, supporting biodiversity, and participating in a regenerative approach to gardening that actually improves the environment rather than depleting it. The profound truth is that fava beans offer more than just a gardening technique. They actually represent a fundamental shift in how we think about soil health and plant nutrition. By harnessing the power of this, kind of forgotten crop, you're not just feeding your plants for one season, you're actually building long-term soil fertility that compounds year after year, creating a garden ecosystem that becomes more productive and resilient with each growing cycle. If you found this guide valuable, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss our soil building secrets and gardening wisdom. And hey, share this video with fellow gardeners who are struggling with depleted soil, because together, we can revive the forgotten practices that create truly sustainable, thriving gardens. Let's grow something amazing together.